Whether hidden in the jungle shadows or silently crossing the open plains, the leopard is a master of stealth and speed. With golden fur covered in rosettes, it's not just stunning, it's a silent assassin, capable of taking down prey in the blink of an eye. Leopards don't roar like lions or hunt in packs like wild dogs. They fight alone, quietly, efficiently. But what happens when they pick the wrong target? This video dives into the leopard's most unexpected and intense battles in the wild, where the hunter can suddenly become the hunted. Get ready for a wild ride through a world ruled by power and brutality. Across the vast plains of the African savanna, where every heartbeat can mean life or death, wildebeests stand as a symbol of endurance and resilience. Moving in herds by the thousands, they cross rivers and dry grasslands on a dangerous migration in search of fresh water and grazing land. But every step they take can fall into the sights of a silent predator hidden in the shadows. The leopard, with its sleek build and explosive speed, is an ever-present threat. While wildebeests are strong and quick to react, those that stray from the herd become perfect targets for this stealthy killer. It's a battle between stamina and stealth, between a prey's survival instincts and a hunter's deadly skill. On these plains, where danger hides behind every blade of grass, one moment of carelessness can cost a life. Hidden in the grass, the leopard keeps a close eye on a herd of wildebeest grazing just ahead. Silent and tense, every muscle in its body tightens as it waits for the perfect moment. Then suddenly, like a flash, it charges. In a heartbeat, its sharp claws grab hold of a young wildebeest near the edge of the herd. A panicked cry rings out. Chaos erupts as the herd scatters in a cloud of dust, desperate to escape. The leopard locks its jaws around the calf's neck, cutting off any chance of resistance. Into the scorching savanna sun, a heart-pounding chase unfolds. The leopard sprints like a missile, closing in fast on a wildebeest running for its life. In a flash, it launches a precise strike, slamming the prey to the ground. Wasting no time, the leopard sinks its teeth into the neck, a vital weak spot. The wildebeest thrashes in panic, but its strength fades quickly. The struggle ends. The leopard claims its victory. From a shallow den, the leopard silently emerges, eyes locked onto its target, a young, distracted wildebeest, not far away. Without a sound, it crouches low, then suddenly launches forward like an arrow, striking from behind and sending the calf into a panic. But in the blink of an eye, the mother senses danger. She charges in with incredible speed, head lowered, horns aimed straight at the predator. Caught off guard, the leopard leaps back and retreats. Once again, a mother's instinct proves stronger than the hunter's strike. From behind a dark, rocky ledge, the leopard lies in absolute silence. Its cold, sharp eyes track every movement of a young wildebeest drawing closer. It waits calm, patient, unhurried. Then the moment comes. As the young wildebeest runs past, the leopard explodes into action like a bolt of lightning. In a split second, it locks onto the target with a strike so precise there's no room for error. No struggle. No escape. As ambush fast, clean, and deadly effective. As a herd of wildebeest peacefully grazes across the open plains, danger lurks nearby. A group of leopards has been silently closing in, moving with deadly precision, not making a sound. Then, in a flash, they strike. The coordinated ambush sends the wildebeest into a panic, hooves pounding the ground in a desperate dash to escape. But this isn't a solo attack. The leopards work together, surrounding their target from every side. The wildebeest fights back with all its strength, but it's no match for the relentless grip of the hunters. In the end, it's taken down, becoming a feast for the entire leopard group. Deep within the forests and African savannas, where every day is a brutal fight for survival, two unlikely rivals often cross paths, the baboon and the leopard. Baboons are intelligent primates that live in large, tight-knit troops with strong social bonds and impressive coordination. Always alert, they scan the skies and listen to the ground, ready to sound the alarm at the first sign of danger. But lurking in the shadows is a silent predator, the leopard. A solitary hunter, lightning fast and deadly with every strike. With cold, focused eyes and a flexible body built for ambush, the leopard waits for the perfect moment to attack, usually when the troop drops its guard or a young baboon strays too far. The clash between baboon intelligence and leopard instinct is a high-stakes battle of wits, where even a second of carelessness can cost a life. The leopard boldly charges into the baboon troop, targeting a young one. It seems like an easy kill until things take a turn. The baboons don't run. Instead, they unite, screaming loudly and showing no fear. Outnumbered and overwhelmed by the chaos, the leopard abandons its drink and retreats, forced to leave the baboon's territory. The leopard creeps forward, each step light as air. Its eyes lock onto a baboon, too focused on foraging to notice the danger closing in. Just a few meters away, the leopard explodes into action. With raw power and pinpoint accuracy, it charges like lightning. The baboon barely lets out a cry before being slammed to the ground. In that split second, the hunter takes full control. The leopard wins, turning the baboon into its next meal in the unforgiving wild. In the forests and savannas of Africa, baboons and leopards often cross paths in daily life. Baboons live in large, organized troops and stay alert to danger at all times. Their sharp vision and hearing help them spot predators from far away. Leopards, on the other hand, are solitary hunters that quietly stalk their prey. They wait for the right moment, especially when a baboon lets its guard down or a young one strays. These encounters are a regular part of nature, where one mistake can mean life or death. The leopard quietly approaches the stream where a troop of baboons has taken over the area. Driven by thirst, it risks entering this dangerous zone, but the loud noise from the baboons keeps it on alert. As soon as it lowers its head to drink, the calm breaks. The baboons quickly spot the unwelcome guest. They scream and charge with clear aggression. Outnumbered and overwhelmed by their hostile energy, the leopard has no choice. It leaves the water behind and retreats into the forest, away from the angry troop. With light steps like floating over grass, the leopard quietly moves toward its prey. Its cold, sharp eyes lock onto a baboon busy digging for food, completely unaware. Just a few steps away, the leopard suddenly bursts forward like an arrow. The baboon lets out a startled cry but is taken down instantly by a lightning-fast pounce. It all happens in a flash. The predator doesn't waste a second, securing the kill with precision. In the harsh wild, the leopard once again proves it's the silent master of the hunt. The leopard suddenly charges into a troop of baboons, targeting a young one separated from its mother. It expects an easy catch, but things quickly spiral out of control. Instead of panicking, the baboons regroup and fight back from all sides. Sharp fangs, claws, and furious screams form a chaotic circle around the predator. Caught off guard, the leopard is overwhelmed and retreats into the forest. But the baboons don't stop. They chase after it, determined to teach the hunter a lesson it won't forget. Of the troop. Hyenas are infamous carnivores, known for their eerie laughter and ruthless hunting instincts. They're not just scavengers, they're fierce warriors, bold enough to take on large prey and even challenge stronger predators. But they don't always have the upper hand. In the shadows, the leopard watches silently. No noise, no show, waiting for a single mistake to strike with deadly precision. Unlike hyenas that hunt in packs, the leopard works alone, striking with speed and chilling accuracy. When a leopard makes a kill and hauls it into a tree, the hyena clan can only snarl from below, frustrated and powerless as the meal slips out of reach. The clash between the hyena's brute persistence and the leopard's silent finesse is a battle with no mercy, one side trusting in numbers, the other relying on stealth and speed. Who will win this deadly game? A hyena is just about to enjoy its meal, fresh venison, under a tree when trouble stirs nearby. No rush, no sound. Step by silent step, it creeps closer to the tree where the hyena feasts. Caught off guard, the hyena panics and fights back. A fierce tug of war breaks out, but the leopard is quicker. Below, the hyena watches, frustrated, angry, but helpless. High above, the leopard is safe, savoring its stolen reward claimed with speed, strength, and sharp instinct. In the dead of night, a pack of hyenas tears into a carcass beneath a tree. Nearby, in the shadows, a leopard watches silently, waiting for the perfect moment. Then in a flash it strikes, rushing in to snatch the kill. A fierce struggle erupts, growls, snarls, and raw tension as neither side backs down. The carcass is torn in two. With lightning speed, the leopard grabs the larger portion and climbs into the safety of the trees, leaving the hyenas growling in frustration with what's left on the ground. A hyena creeps in, eyeing a leopard cub hiding behind the bushes. But in a flash, the mother leopard charges out without hesitation. A fierce roar breaks the silence. The two collide, claws and fangs clashing violently. The hyena fights back hard, but the leopard holds nothing back, defending her cub with everything she has. After a brutal showdown, the hyena is driven off, forced to abandon its attack and leave the territory behind. Out on the vast African plains, the buffalo stands like a living fortress. It's big, tough, and ready to fight to the end to protect its herd. With powerful curved horns and a strong sense of unity, it's one of the hardest animals to take down in the wild. But even these tough warriors can't ignore the danger from above. Leopards hide in trees or bushes, waiting for the perfect moment. In a flash, they strike with deadly speed and precision. The clash between the buffalo's strength and the leopard's cunning is always a wild and unpredictable showdown. On a low tree branch in the middle of the grassland, a leopard stays still, hidden in the leaves. Below, a herd of buffalo surrounds the tree, growling with alert after spotting the predator that tried to attack a calf. The leopard watches every movement, waiting for the smallest mistake. It knows one wrong move could end its life under those sharp horns. It leaps from the branch, dashes through the gap, and vanishes into the forest before any buffalo can react. The leopard silently approaches the buffalo herd, eyes locked on a lone calf at the edge. It crouches low, ready to strike. But before it can move, a small noise gives away its position. The herd instantly reacts. Adult buffalo charge forward, horns down, ready to fight. Caught off guard, the leopard panics and leaps onto a nearby tree. It quickly climbs high to escape the attack. Hiding in thick grass, the leopard watches a herd of buffalo grazing nearby. Its eyes lock onto a young calf standing alone at the edge. It waits for the right moment to move in. But as soon as it inches forward, it's spotted. Without hesitation, an adult buffalo charges straight at the predator with surprising speed. Caught off guard, the leopard jumps up and bolts into the bushes. The ambush fails in an instant. Finally, there's the porcupine, a unique rodent covered in sharp quills. These quills act like natural armor, keeping most predators at bay. Even though it's slow and can't attack, the porcupine is a tough opponent thanks to its strong defense. In the wild, leopards often give up after trying to hunt one. Driven by curiosity and hunting skill, a leopard may still approach, aiming for the soft belly or side. But one well-timed tail swing can drive dozens of quills into the predator's face or paws. The pain forces the leopard to back off. This is one of the rare battles where the leopard usually doesn't win. The leopard quietly approaches a porcupine foraging in the desert. Curious but cautious, it lifts a paw trying to test the strange animal's reaction. Right away, the porcupine raises its quills and fires a burst of sharp spines at the predator. A few strike the leopard's leg, making it jump back in pain. Seizing the moment, the porcupine turns and runs toward the forest, escaping the dangerous encounter. On the vast African savanna, wildebeests are relentless migrants, moving in huge herds to find water and food. They cross dry lands and face constant threats along the way. One of those threats is the leopard, a lone, fast, and patient predator. Leopards don't strike at random. They wait for the right moment, usually when a wildebeest is separated from the herd. Even though wildebeests are strong and quick, one slip can cost them everything. In this harsh land, where danger hides behind every bush, the battle between predator and prey never stops. And most of the time it's over in just a few seconds. Hidden in thick grass, the leopard watches a herd of wildebeests grazing ahead. It stays completely silent, body tense, waiting for the right moment to strike. Then, in a split second, it launches like an arrow. Sharp claws grab a young wildebeest standing near the edge of the herd. A loud cry echoes, and the herd panics, kicking up a storm of dust across the field. The leopard bites down on the prey's neck, giving it no chance to fight back. The hunt ends in just a few short seconds. From a shallow den, the leopard quietly creeps out, eyes locked on a young wildebeest nearby. Without making a sound, it crouches low and suddenly charges from behind. The calf panics, startled by the attack. But before the leopard can finish the strike, the mother spots it. She rushes in fast, head down, and drives her sharp horns straight at the predator. Caught off guard, the leopard backs off and quickly runs away. The hunt fails. Once again, a mother's instinct saves her calf from death. Hidden behind a rocky ledge, the leopard stays completely still. Its cold, sharp eyes track every step of a young wildebeest, unknowingly getting closer. It waits, patient and precise. As the calf walks past, the leopard strikes like lightning. In a split second, it lands a perfect pounce and grabs the prey in one clean move. No hesitation, no chance for the wildebeest to react. The ambush is fast, clean, and leaves no room for escape. Across the scorched savanna, a tense chase unfolds. The leopard sprints like a bullet, staying close behind a wildebeest trying to escape. In a split second, it leaps and brings the prey down hard. Wasting no time, the leopard bites into the wildebeest's neck, a fatal weak spot. The prey struggles in panic, but its strength fades quickly. Seconds later, it's over. The leopard wins. From a high tree branch, the leopard quietly watches the wildebeest herd below. Its eyes lock onto a lone calf that has wandered away. Sensing the moment, it jumps down and charges like lightning toward the target. But just as it gets ready to strike, a mother wildebeest suddenly charges in. Caught off guard by her fierce reaction, the leopard backs off. It leaps back into the tree and gives up the hunt. On a peaceful grassland, a herd of wildebeests grazes, unaware of the danger creeping closer. Not far away, a group of leopards silently moves in, each step quiet and careful. Once close enough, they all charge at once, launching a sudden attack. The wildebeests panic and scatter, but they're surrounded from all sides. The leopards move in sync, giving the prey no chance to escape. Despite its efforts to fight back, the wildebeest quickly tires and is brought down. The hunt ends and the prey becomes a meal for the entire leopard group. Next, The wild boar, with its thick fur and sharp tusks, is a strong and stubborn animal, known for its endurance and ability to fight back when threatened. It can defend itself with powerful attacks, especially when facing predators. However, when facing the leopard, a swift and powerful predator, the wild boar will face a significant challenge. The leopard, with its ability to strike unexpectedly and its agility, can easily find the wild boar's weak spots. Despite the wild boar's strength and resilience, the leopard remains a formidable challenge in this life and death battle. From above, the leopard suddenly pounced like a living arrow, seizing the wild boar. The surprise attack left the boar stunned, but with its strong survival instincts, it immediately retaliated fiercely, using its strength and sharp tusks to fight back relentlessly, turning the hunt into a brutal confrontation between predator and prey. The leopard clamped tightly onto the wild boar's neck, forcing it down to the ground, denying the prey any chance to resist. The wild boar, in pain, desperately struggled, kicking up a cloud of dust, turning the area white. But the deep wound and its weakening strength caused it to collapse. In the end, the wild boar became the leopard's prey, an inevitable outcome in the wild world. While passing through a dense forest, the leopard inadvertently got too close to a wild boar's den. Suddenly, from the dark cave, an adult wild boar charged out with ferocity, chasing and attacking with relentless force. The violent charges and loud roars sent the leopard into a panic. Caught off guard by a strong and aggressive opponent, the leopard quickly turned and fled, disappearing into the thick foliage. It seemed the encounter was over, but what no one expected happened. A short time later, the leopard silently returned. Taking advantage of the moment when the adult boar was absent, it stealthily entered the den. With its agility and calculating hunting instincts, it carried off a weak, defenseless piglet as its prize and disappeared deep into the forest, taking the prey back to its lair. The cheetah is the speed king of the savannah, known for its slender frame, long legs, and the ability to hit 100 km/h in just seconds. It hunts in open grasslands where speed and precision are key to survival. With a perfect burst, its prey is caught beneath the claws of the fastest cat on earth. But if the cheetah hunts with speed and light, the leopard hunts from the shadows. No noise, no chasing, just a silent approach from above or through the brush, followed by a deadly bite. With a strong build and superb climbing skills, the leopard can even drag its kill up into a tree to avoid thieves. Two big cats, two very different strategies, both born hunters. 1. A living arrow tearing through the plains. The other, a quiet ghost in the deep forest. On the vast, unforgiving savanna, a heartbreaking clash fueled by raw survival instincts unfolded. A leopard silently approached, then suddenly lunged at a weak cheetah cub that had just wandered from its mother's side. Without hesitation, the mother cheetah leapt forward, growling fiercely, throwing everything she had into protecting her young. But the leopard didn't back down. With chilling calm and overwhelming strength, it shifted its focus to the mother, the only obstacle in its path. A fleeting but painful moment that revealed the harsh truth of the wild, where even the sacred bond of motherhood can be broken by nature's ruthless law. In the dry wilderness, a leopard found itself in a dangerous trap, suddenly surrounded by two cheetahs closing in from both sides. With lightning speed and bold coordination, the cheetah pair surged forward like two living arrows, launching relentless attacks to overwhelm their lone opponent. Caught off guard, the leopard backed away, growling defensively in a losing stance. But with the tightening circle and overwhelming force from both attackers, it had no choice but to submit, lying still in defeat in an uneven showdown. My legs had dropped out from under me because they had creeped into a helpless posture. It was as if I were fussing or On the sun-scorched savanna, a leopard silently tracked a lone jackal. Eyes cold, body tense with power, it waited patiently for the perfect moment. When the jackal stepped into range, the leopard struck like lightning. One swift pounce, a fatal bite to the neck, the jackal never had a chance. In seconds, the hunt was over. The leopard grabbed its kill and quietly disappeared, leaving only a faint trail of blood fading into the heat of the wild. Spotting a wild boar carcass in the dry grass, a pack of jackals moved in, hoping for a free meal. But they didn't know the real predator was watching from the shadows. Suddenly, a leopard burst from the bushes, growling and attacking the intruders without warning. What followed was a fierce fight, snarls, lunges, and chaos. With raw power and cold precision, the leopard drove the jackals away, securing its meal and keeping the scavengers at bay. On the scorching desert floor, a wild dog lay sound asleep under the burning sun, unaware of the danger closing in. From a distance, a leopard moved in silently, each step light as air, eyes locked onto its careless prey. Once within striking range, it lunged without hesitation. The attack was precise, hitting a weak spot. In seconds, it became the latest kill of the silent predator, the leopard. In the thick bush, a wild dog curled up under a tree, fast asleep in the midday heat. Not a sound, not a clue. But the calm was short-lived. A leopard, catching the scent of prey, crept in each step light as air, eyes locked on the sleeping target. Then, in a flash, it struck. The wild dog had no time to react. Trapped in the leopard's jaws, it was dragged away in seconds. Starting with the hyena, with its eerie laugh and relentless hunting instincts, it is one of the most fearsome animals in the wild. Although not as strong as lions or leopards, the hyena stands out for its intelligence and ability to hunt in packs. They succeed in hunting through coordinated tactics, focusing on weaker prey or stealing from other predators. However, when facing the leopard, a powerful and agile animal, the hyena faces a significant challenge. The leopard, with its perfect hunting skills and incredible speed, makes it difficult for the hyena to attack or steal from it. In these encounters, the leopard can easily overcome the hyena due to its strength and solitary combat abilities, forcing the hyena to hesitate and retreat. The leopard clamped tightly onto the prey and quickly climbed up the tree, escaping from the scavengers below. However, as it reached a high branch, a careless mistake caused the prey to slip from its jaws and fall to the ground. Immediately, a hyena waiting below rushed in, snatching the carcass and carrying it away. The leopard could only watch in astonishment and helplessness as its prize slipped out of reach. With lightning speed, the leopard suddenly charged, stealing the prey right from under the hyena's nose. Caught off guard, the hyena could only growl in frustration as the leopard swiftly grabbed the carcass and climbed up into the tall tree. On the safe branches, the leopard leisurely enjoyed its feast, keeping well out of reach of the scavengers below. The African wild dog, with its intelligent hunting tactics and exceptional pack coordination, is a formidable predator. However, when facing the leopard, a swift and cunning predator, they encounter a significant challenge. The leopard, with its superb attacking skills, can easily dodge the wild dog's attacks, making them cautious. Despite the wild dog's numbers, the leopard remains an extremely dangerous opponent. The pack of African wild dogs suddenly charged, attacking the leopard from all sides. Surrounded and alone, the leopard used all its strength to resist in desperate defense. One wild dog unexpectedly bit into its belly, causing excruciating pain as the leopard writhed in agony. Though its body bled and pain spread throughout, the leopard remained resilient, refusing to fall. After a breathless struggle, it found a gap and quickly leapt out of the trap, barely escaping with its life. On the edge of the forest, the leopard was suddenly attacked by a pack of African wild dogs. Although overwhelmed by their numbers, it courageously fought back with determination. In the struggle, the leopard seized the opportunity to land a deadly blow, taking down one of the wild dogs, before immediately leaping up into the tall trees to escape. The brief battle ended with both loss and the sharp survival instincts of the solitary predator. On the vast African savanna, wildebeests are relentless migrants, moving in huge herds to find water and food. They cross dry lands and face constant threats along the way. One of those threats is the leopard, a lone, fast, and patient predator. Leopards don't strike at random. They wait for the right moment, usually when a wildebeest is separated from the herd. Even though wildebeests are strong and quick, one slip can cost them everything. In this harsh land, where danger hides behind every bush, the battle between predator and prey never stops. And most of the time, it's over in just a few seconds. Hidden in thick grass, the leopard watches a herd of wildebeests grazing ahead. It stays completely silent, body tense, waiting for the right moment to strike. Then, in a split second, it launches like an arrow. Sharp claws grab a young wildebeest standing near the edge of the herd. A loud cry echoes, and the herd panics, kicking up a storm of dust across the field. The leopard bites down on the prey's neck, giving it no chance to fight back. The hunt ends in just a few short seconds. From a shallow den, the leopard quietly creeps out, eyes locked on a young wildebeest nearby. Without making a sound, it crouches low and suddenly charges from behind. The calf panics, startled by the attack. But before the leopard can finish the strike, the mother spots it. She rushes in fast, head down, and drives her sharp horns straight at the predator. Caught off guard, the leopard backs off and quickly runs away. The hunt fails. Once again, a mother's instinct saves her calf from death. Hidden behind a rocky ledge, the leopard stays completely still. Its cold, sharp eyes track every step of a young wildebeest, unknowingly getting closer. It waits, patient and precise. As the calf walks past, the leopard strikes like lightning. In a split second, it lands a perfect pounce and grabs the prey in one clean move. No hesitation, no chance for the wildebeest to react. The ambush is fast, clean, and leaves no room for escape. Across the scorched savanna, a tense chase unfolds. The leopard sprints like a bullet, staying close behind a wildebeest trying to escape. In a split second, it leaps and brings the prey down hard. Wasting no time, the leopard bites into the wildebeest's neck, a fatal weak spot. The prey struggles in panic, but its strength fades quickly. Seconds later, it's over. The leopard wins. From a high tree branch, the leopard quietly watches the wildebeest herd below. Its eyes lock onto a lone calf that has wandered away. Sensing the moment, it jumps down and charges like lightning toward the target. But just as it gets ready to strike, a mother wildebeest suddenly charges in. Caught off guard by her fierce reaction, the leopard backs off. It leaps back into the tree and gives up the hunt. On a peaceful grassland, a herd of wildebeests grazes, unaware of the danger creeping closer. Not far away, a group of leopards silently moves in, each step quiet and careful. Once close enough, they all charge at once, launching a sudden attack. The wildebeests panic and scatter, but they're surrounded from all sides. The leopards move in sync, giving the prey no chance to escape. Despite its efforts to fight back, the wildebeest quickly tires and is brought down. The hunt ends and the prey becomes a meal for the entire leopard group. In the forests and savannas of Africa, baboons and leopards often cross paths in daily life. Baboons live in large, organized troops and stay alert to danger at all times. Their sharp vision and hearing help them spot predators from far away. Leopards, on the other hand, are solitary hunters that quietly stalk their prey. They wait for the right moment, especially when a baboon lets its guard down or a young one strays. These encounters are a regular part of nature, where one mistake can mean life or death. The leopard quietly approaches the stream, where a troop of baboons has taken over the area. Driven by thirst, it risks entering this dangerous zone, but the loud noise from the baboons keeps it on alert. As soon as it lowers its head to drink, the calm breaks. The baboons quickly spot the unwelcome guest. They scream and charge with clear aggression. Outnumbered and overwhelmed by their hostile energy, the leopard has no choice. It leaves the water behind and retreats into the forest, away from the angry troop. With light steps like floating over grass, the leopard quietly moves toward its prey. Its cold, sharp eyes lock onto a baboon busy digging for food, completely unaware. Just a few steps away, the leopard suddenly bursts forward like an arrow. The baboon lets out a startled cry but is taken down instantly by a lightning-fast pounce. It all happens in a flash. The predator doesn't waste a second, securing the kill with precision. In the harsh wild, the leopard once again proves it's the silent master of the hunt. The leopard suddenly charges into a troop of baboons, targeting a young one separated from its mother. It expects an easy catch, but things quickly spiral out of control. Instead of panicking, the baboons regroup and fight back from all sides. Sharp fangs, claws, and furious screams form a chaotic circle around the predator. Caught off guard, the leopard is overwhelmed and retreats into the forest. But the baboons don't cease. Hyena packs can take down prey much larger than themselves. Their teamwork and ambush tactics are highly effective. They have incredibly strong jaws, able to crush bone, and their eerie laughter often signals that death is near. In contrast, the leopard is a silent lone predator. It doesn't attack head-on. It hides, strikes fast, then disappears. Even with its strength and hunting skill, the leopard stays cautious around hyenas, especially when alone on open ground. Clashes between these two are battles of brains and brute force. One relies on deadly silence, the other on overwhelming numbers and grit. In a world where only the adaptable survive, every leopard-hyena encounter is a fight with no room for mercy. With footsteps light as air, the leopard silently creeps toward a lone hyena. Distracted and without its pack, the hyena doesn't sense the danger. The leopard waits for the perfect moment. Then it bolts like an arrow through the wind. The powerful pounce lands hard. Its sharp teeth lock onto a vital spot. The hyena collapses after a few seconds of struggle. Wasting no time, the leopard drags the carcass up a tree. There, away from other predators, the meal becomes its private prize. A dramatic showdown unfolds on the grassland as a leopard spots a hyena trying to drag off a kill it had already marked. With superior speed and incredible agility, the leopard charges in. It strikes with its claws and lands a direct hit. Stunned by the fierce attack, the hyena retreats, leaving the carcass behind. Wasting no time, the leopard grabs the prey and climbs up a tall tree. Below, the hyena watches in shock, powerless to take back what was just stolen by a faster, bolder rival. With its prey clamped in its jaws, the leopard quickly drags the kill away. But it doesn't get far before two aggressive hyenas spot it. Fast and reckless as always, they charge in hard. The leopard has to drop the kill to save itself. Outnumbered, it retreats into the bushes. But a predator's instinct doesn't give up easily. When the hyenas let their guard down, the leopard suddenly returns to reclaim its meal. The hyenas react fast. They snarl and chase the leopard deep into the forest. They guard the stolen prize fiercely, sending a clear message. In this harsh land, there's no room for hesitation or weakness. While patrolling its usual hunting grounds, the leopards, however, when facing the leopard, a swift and skilled predator, the hedgehog will face a great challenge. Although the hedgehog's spines can be difficult to deal with, the leopard, with its precise attacking skills, can easily find weak spots and overcome the hedgehog's defenses. By the roadside, a family of hedgehogs moved slowly, searching for food. Suddenly, a leopard appeared, approaching with a cold, predatory gaze. It quickly targeted the young hedgehog, a small prey, seemingly easy to devour. However, the father and mother hedgehogs immediately reacted. Both charged forward, enveloping their young in a living wall of spines, an impenetrable defense. Each strike from the leopard was blocked by hundreds of sharp spines. The hunger drove the leopard to become reckless, but the retaliatory strikes from the hedgehog's spines caused it to be wounded repeatedly. Gradually, its strength waned, and the leopard had no choice but to retreat, abandoning the meal it had once thought would be easy. Once again, resilience and family bonds saved the tiny life in the deep forest. In the Sahara Desert, under the scorching heat, two leopards wandered, searching for prey. This time, their target was two tiny hedgehogs. As the leopards moved closer with the intent to attack, the hedgehogs immediately huddled together, erecting a wall of sharp spines for defense. The leopards repeatedly pounced lightly, testing for weaknesses in the defensive barrier, but the dense and sturdy spines kept them from getting close. In the end, the leopards were left powerless, watching as the prey slowly retreated into the scorching desert heat with a look of regret in their eyes. The leopard, desperate from hunger after a long period of unsuccessful hunting, recklessly attacked a hedgehog. Unaware of the danger, it used its paws and teeth to strike, only to be pierced deeply by the sharp spines of the hedgehog. In pain, it withdrew, then returned with renewed determination to kill the prey despite its injuries. The hedgehog's spines have tiny barbed tips that easily penetrate but are incredibly difficult to remove, making it impossible for the leopard to dislodge them. Though the hedgehog didn't shoot its spines, just a simple touch causes them to burrow deep into the predator's flesh. Many predators, having experienced this danger, tend to avoid hedgehogs. Pierced through the tissues and unable to handle the damage, the leopard suffered excruciating pain. Although it eventually killed the hedgehog to eat, a few days later, it was found dead from infection and exhaustion. A tragic end for a predator defeated by its tiny prey. Buffaloes are among the toughest warriors of the African savanna. With massive bodies, strong curved horns like steel shields, and unshakable herd unity, they stand their ground when threatened. Instead of fleeing, they turn to fight, sparking confrontations that even the fiercest predators think twice about. But hidden in the quiet brush, the leopard is always watching. It doesn't charge head-on, it stalks patiently, waiting for that brief moment when a calf strays or falls behind. That's when its killer instinct kicks in. With one precise pounce and a fatal bite to the throat, this small cat can bring down prey many times its size, then haul the kill up a tree to avoid scavengers. One side has brute strength and fearless loyalty. The other, cold precision and lightning-fast reflexes. The clash between leopard and buffalo paints a perfect picture of the wild, brutal, majestic, and a place where only the strong, in their own way, survive. Perched on a low branch across the vast savanna, the leopard stays perfectly still, blending into the thick green leaves like a shadow. Below, a herd of buffalo has surrounded the tree, their eyes sharp and bodies tense, growling in defense after spotting the leopard's failed ambush on a calf. From above, the leopard watches anxiously, its heartbeat rising with every movement of the herd. As the buffaloes shift their attention and a small opening appears, the leopard leaps from the branch, slipping through T. The leopard creeps silently toward the herd of buffalo, its eyes like daggers, locked onto a young calf standing alone at the edge, the perfect target. It lowers its body to the ground, every muscle tense, ready to strike with a deadly leap. But just then, a faint sound breaks the silence, shattering the deadly calm. As if triggered by instinct, the herd instantly shifts into defense mode. The adult buffalo charge forward with force, horns lowered, fiercely protecting their vulnerable member. Sensing danger, the leopard springs into retreat, leaping onto a nearby tree and climbing high into the canopy, vanishing into the leaves. Another hunt failed by mere seconds. Hidden deep in the tall, thick grass, the leopard quietly watches a herd of buffalo grazing under the savanna sun. It doesn't rush its focus, locked on a young calf standing alone at the edge, weak and vulnerable. Softly, almost soundless, the leopard creeps closer, preparing for a lightning-fast strike. The upgraded troop approached, and aided by light. But just as it's about to pounce, a nearby adult buffalo spots the movement. Without hesitation, it lowers its head and charges like a storm, sharp horns aimed at the predator. Caught off guard, the leopard has no choice but to leap up and retreat into the brush, abandoning the ambush. The hunt ends before it begins thanks to the buffalo's sharp instincts and fierce loyalty to the herd. Buffaloes are the tough warriors of the African savanna, known for their massive build, curved horns like steel shields, and unshakable herd unity. When threatened, the entire herd is ready to turn and fight back, creating fierce clashes that even the most ferocious predators think twice about. But the leopard is a silent hunter of the forest shadows, never one to give up easily. It avoids direct confrontation, instead stalking patiently and striking at the perfect moment. When a calf gets separated or shows weakness, that's when the leopard makes its move. Despite being much smaller, it can take down its prey with a deadly bite to the throat, then silently drag the carcass up a tree, out of reach of stronger rivals. On one side, there's brute strength and unbreakable unity. On the other, stealth, agility, and chilling precision. The battle between buffalo and leopard is a raw, majestic display of the wild's harsh reality. The leopard quietly moved closer to the buffalo herd, its sharp eye standing alone on the outer edge. It crouched low to the ground, muscles tensed, ready to strike. But a faint sound shattered the silence, and in that instant the entire herd sensed danger. The adult buffaloes reacted immediately, charging in with horns pointed forward, full of protective fury. Caught off guard, the leopard had no choice but to leap onto a nearby tree and climb swiftly upward, escaping the stampede by a narrow margin. On a low branch in the middle of the open grasslands, the leopard lay still, cleverly hidden behind dense leaves. Below, a herd of buffalo surrounded the tree, growling in alert after spotting the predator that had tried to ambush one of their calves. From above, the leopard watched every movement, waiting for the slightest chance to escape. Without hesitation, the leopard sprang from the branch, gliding through the opening like a breeze, vanishing into the forest before any buffalo could even turn around. Hidden in thick grass, the leopard patiently watched the buffalo herd grazing nearby. Its cold, sharp eyes locked onto a lone calf standing on the edge of the group, a perfect target. Waiting in silence, it inched forward, ready for a lightning-fast strike. But at that very moment, the herd's instincts kicked in. An adult buffalo suddenly charged, horns lowered, darting like a spear toward the predator. Caught off guard, the leopard sprang up in panic and bolted into the bushes to escape. The ambush ended as quickly as it began, foiled in an instant by the alertness and powerful retaliation of its prey. Baboons are clever warriors of the savanna, living in large, disciplined troops with constant vigilance. They're known not only for their long snouts and sharp canines, but also for their strong teamwork in protecting one another from lurking dangers. But in the wild, threats sometimes come from the most unexpected places, like the peaceful treetops. Leopards, with their signature golden coat covered in black rosettes and unmatched climbing skills, are one of the most dangerous predators to baboons. Silently closing in before launching a lightning-fast attack that leaves little chance for escape. When a leopard spots a troop of baboons foraging near a tree's base, it marks the start of a deadly game. With steps as light as the wind gliding over grass, the leopard silently closed in on its prey. Its cold eyes locked onto a baboon busy digging through the dirt, completely unaware of the danger. When only a few steps remained, the leopard suddenly surged forward, a burst as fast as lightning. The baboon let out a single terrified scream before being taken down by a precise and ruthless pounce. It all happened in an instant. Without hesitation, the leopard pinned the prey with swift and calculated force. In the harsh wild where survival belongs to the strong and clever, the leopard once again proved itself as a top-tier predator, silent, precise, and unpredictable. The leopard quietly approached the edge of the stream, where a troop of baboons held the area like it was sacred ground. A burning thirst pushed it to risk safety and step into danger. Though wary of the baboons' noisy chatter, the leopard lowered its head and took a sip of the cool water. But that peaceful moment didn't last. The entire troop spotted the intruder right away. Shrill cries erupted as they swarmed toward it, hostile and ready to strike. Outnumbered and facing aggressive resistance, the leopard had no choice but to abandon the stream and retreat into the forests, where it could hide, far from the wrath of the water's true rulers. We've just entered the world of the leopard. It's a stealthy predator that strikes from the shadows. Its beauty hides a cold and deadly hunting instinct. If you want to keep exploring the wild and its dark secrets, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss what's next.